Okay, so now I'm going to show you the actual Bank of America's their guide. Okay, so if you see Bank of America, they're one of the leading banks in the US. See their guide. Okay, so they're saying follow the steps below or start uh, our self-guided demo. Okay, I'm going to click on this try guided demo. If you see here, so they're saying like step one, log into mobile banking app. So you're going to have username and password. So it's like showing them how to log in. Then next one, step two, select check deposit. So it's, if you see here, right, there is like an blue thing blinking. So the user can like actually see this animation and be like, okay, I have to click. They're going to like take their phone and they're going to perform the same thing, seeing this step by step. Okay. Now third one is take a clear picture of the front of your check. Hold your device directly on the check and we will take the photo for you, or tap the camera icon to take the photo manually. And also this animation is going on. Okay, front of the check. Then if the image is clear, you will see a green check mark. So if you see here, right, you will see like a tick here. Okay, check mark here. This is how a proper check is scanned. Then step 5. Now this is loaded here. Take the photo of back of the check using the same method, and then you need to like make sure you sign at the back of the check. Okay, that's the only way you're going to say you have like authorized it or validated, right? That is your signature. So you have to sign at the back of the check. So here, for example, if it's going to be Pradeepa, my name is going to be Pradeepa, and I'm going to sign it here for deposit only at Bank of America, and I'm going to sign it so that I'm just saying that I know it's me who's the one who's want this check to be deposited. Then if this is clear, again, we are going to have a green check mark. And then once both the images are uploaded, now we are going to like deposit to, you're going to select amount. Then you're going to like, you can have various different kind of accounts, right? For example, savings, you're going to have checking or like different kind of accounts. So you're going to choose which one you want to deposit. Then you are going to like manually like enter the amount on the check, because OCR, I told you, OCR can pick this up as like, if 100.00, it can pick it up as like 1,000, it can pick it up as whatever it's one. But like you are also saying that no, it's just $100, so you're writing it manually. And then you're going to click on next step. You're going to review this, and then you're going to click on submit. Click on submit. And once you click on submit, you're going to get an email notification, and then you're going to click on done. And once it's done, it's complete. Okay. So what do you think about this documentation? So for example, this is the PDF, right? So everything is like in pictures. Okay. Step 1, login. Step 2, select deposit. Step 3, front of the check, and then back of the check, then select amount. Okay, then it's like till the end about like submission and getting email notification. What do you think about Bank of America's guided demo? Do you think it's a little bit advanced compared to other banks? Which one
Much
is
better,
much
much
better,
better.
right? Much clearer, much better.
Pratibha, do
So
you know what application they use to make such uh, transitions like the previous one when we saw?
I don't understand your question. What was your question?
Do you know which application they use? I mean, when we were seeing that the previous one which you showed, you know,
Wireframes?
I mean the same app for Bank of America. This is the
Okay.
PDF, right?
Yes.
And previously we have seen the live animation.
Mm-hmm.
So do you know what application they use for such
This for doing this, it's Pega. That's what I'm telling you. I will teach you how to do this in Pega. This is Pega based.
okay.
Okay. So I mean, mostly in banking, right? All this front end, back end is mostly Pega. Banking and healthcare, it's Pega based only. So that's why they are able to like. Oh, you're talking about this animation. How they did this animation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm, I have to check on like exactly what technology this is. I'm not sure on this, but the
Because from the
process, right?
presentation point of view, it
From the
was really,
presentation point of view,
yeah,
you're
yeah,
asking like what is this animation. Yeah, I will tell you this research on this, and I will tell you, but the actual app itself is coded on Pega. That's what I'm telling you. The app
and that
itself,
was
right, is
always,
coded on
yeah.
Pega technology. So it's like core Java plus additional. See what is Pega? You know, Pega is having the basis of core Java, and it's already built on top of core Java. So that is Pega. So you're asking about this functionality, right? This blinking one.
Yeah, not just that. I mean, previously you had shown, when you were going next and previous, and then,
This one.
yeah, this guided demo. Not this one though. This is PDF, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before this, you were showing us step by step.
Start ourselves. This one. This one,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, this one. Yes.
Mm-mm-mm. So this is part of member portal.
Okay.
So this is not like a separate thing that, so this is member portal, right? You have to understand this is one portal, right? So this is a web application. So they're integrating this PDF with that web application in the backend. So this is part of that. It could be Pega, it could be Salesforce, whatever it is. So it is part of that technology. If you see here, right, it is embedded in the member portal system, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so when you compare these three documentations, like tell me, give me a rating on these documentations, which one you like, or which one is, what are the documents that you can improve from your standpoint, or if you are a BA, like what kind of document will you create?
Bank of America.
This one, right? This is the most, it's visually very pleasing, right, Lucia?
Yes.
Very clear. Okay, okay. What about others?
Yeah,
Bank of
this
America.
Bank of America one is so clear.
This is very clear. Okay. Abhi, what
Correct.
did you say, Abhi?
This one is complete. It has the features that the other one does not have.
That's why, because it's the the very big difference between other documents is like others are actually has more words. Okay, go to this, go to that, and there's screenshots. Whereas this one, right? This is like completely like visually very pleasing. And you know what? The user, like 95 people will be able to mimic this. They can take their mobile, and then they can just do the same thing. Okay, step one, where am I? Step two, what I'm doing? Step three, there are 12 different steps. Just mimic the same thing, and you'll be able to like do it for the very first time. And only for the very first time, they need all this guide and all. After that, they will know what they're doing. So this is the most preferred way of documenting things when end use whenever you're having, like for example, a large population, and when you're like supporting 50 different states, and you have so many customers who's going to like use this, then we want to create something like this, right? Very specific detailed instructions on how to use this application. Okay, but for now I want you, I mean, you can do this also using wireframes. You can I mean, draw like this and you can submit the document, but please do something in words as well. Like to start with, please create something like this, and then you can also like do what we have done in Bank of America, right? Like this, please mimic the same thing, and please submit that assignment on Monday. Is it okay? Can you guys do that for me?
It's the same for the like a mobile deposit, right?
Yes, only that functionality.
Okay.
Only mobile check deposit functionality. I want you to write a end user like guide.
Usually wireframes are for the end user or just
No,
for
that's for development, but we don't
yes.
have, I mean, you can, for now, I want you to practice wireframes. That's why I'm asking you to create user manual with wireframes now. But you'll be doing all these diagrams during or before the development. Wireframes, right? You're asking when you need to create like this, right?
Yeah, in real time. Yeah, just
Yeah,
before you
before
start the
your
project.
before you start development during requirement gathering phase.
Okay.
That's when you will draw this, and then you'll get approval from your business owners. This is how the screen will look like. This is how the navigation will be. For example, if they click on this, this is what will happen. This is how it will look. And for example,
So I'm sorry, I'm confused. So we have to create a document like before we have started development, uh, the application, or
I mean, if you have time, you can do that. But just for I'm telling you, to draw wireframes, it's going to take a lot of time. It's going
yes,
to
that's
take.
true.
It's going. Don't think it's going to be very easy. Sanjana, how long you took to draw one wireframe diagram? I think 3 to 4 hours. I think she was struggling to do that. So I'm telling you, it's going to take a lot of time for you to create wireframe diagrams. So you have to like get started slowly, right? So start with this document. If you have any existing screenshots in Google, you can add that. But if you have time, please do a wireframe diagram also for me. Okay. And then submit by Monday. I want to review the documentation skills you guys have. And then accordingly, I have to, if you want me to teach how to draw wireframes and all, I have to take a class then. Or maybe I'm going to include like all the different diagrams, that's for sure. But let's start with wireframes then.
Oh, I also wanted to ask Pratibha, are we going to have the same assignments for BRDs or project
Yes,
charters
yes,
for the
yes,
event?
yes.
Okay.
You have to draw as is to be as is and to be process flow diagrams, data flow diagrams. You have to write BRDs. Yes, and I will give you an idea of how to write a BRD. Okay, that layout I'm going to give it to you, and I'm going to give you like the data flow. I'm going to give it to you, but you have to like write the BRD and submit it for me. You know now the data flow, right? So the happy part is like we are able to like scan the check and we are going to like deposit the money. But like we have negative scenarios here too. That's fine, but let's focus on how to document this happy path first. Anyway, by the third call with them, you have to like start writing the BRD. Let me take a sample BRD. So I'm going to show you the sample BRD that we will be working on. So if you see here, right? First is like project name, BRD, prepared by you. What's the purpose of this document? So the purpose of this document is like to describe all the business requirements for this application. So we are going to like first write the purpose. Next, we're going to write the version history. So because you'll be constant until you get the sign off, you'll be constantly changing the versions. No, so for the very first version, you're going to write your name you created. You can add your name author, like your name to the date that you created, version 1, and then you're going to like start actually creating the BRD by like maybe the third or the fourth call with the business owners. By then you'll have like a fair idea of like about the data flow and everything, right? So you're going to write version history. Then you're going to like start with table of contents. Very, very important. Why we need table of contents is like we don't want the users to read the whole BRD every single time. Something like they want to like look only business risk, they know it's in page 10. They're going to go directly to the page. They want to see all the user stories, they know it's in page 12. and they want to see all these wireframes. They know it's in page 14. They're going to go and see it, right? So table of contents is very, very important. A very good BRD should have table of contents. Then you're going to like write down the very first thing is like, why this project? What is the need for this project? What is the problem? And if we don't develop this, what will happen? What are the consequences? So that's the first thing. Next is like for whom we are building the project. Is it, if it's going to be a mobile application, you're going to write that, okay, for whom we are going to build it. And then you're going to like add important is assumptions. Assumptions is like, as I told you, right, the customer needs to have a smartphone, either it is Android or iPhone. That's a basic assumption. And then assumption is like they're going to have a valid username, password. That's an assumption. And these are some of the assumptions that we are going to have for this particular application. Then we are going to like write down on all the, so we'll go the, I will teach you all this one by one, but this is the BRD that you will be like writing. So first of all, what are the different types of business requirements for this mobile banking application? Then we are going to convert that into user stories. What are the different kind of user stories from business requirements? How are we going to convert into technical requirements? What are the different user stories and use cases? And then how are we going to like test this? And if you're going to have any kind of like links, you're going to add it here, right? So this is like a scratch of the BRD that we will be developing. Okay, Ali?
Yes, it's got it. Thank you.
This is what you want to tell in the interview because they're going to ask you, like, have you created anything?
No, I mean, I just wanted to see it, like how it looks and how we create that.
Okay, sure. Okay. I think we are good for today. So I have a call that I have to jump in. And please, I will send you this these two documents to your email IDs by end of today. And I'll also give to access to people who don't have access to my website. I will give access to my website so that you can have take a review of all my classes from day one. And then if it's anything pending, please email me because I have a lot of things going on. There is a production incident also going on. So I have to like jump into the SWOT call. So if you have anything, please don't hesitate to like email me or message me. Okay. Okay. I think we're good for the day. Thank you guys. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.